Me up in certain cars for a date, I'm just not going.
If my boss doesn't bring me buffalo wings and Mountain Dew, I'm not going to work.
Another thing that I think should be illegal for men to do is treat you so shitty that you break up with them rather than just breaking up with you. This man would rather go to the ends of the world to make your life hell, so you break up with him, than just break up with you himself.
I feel like the majority of men just break things off when they don't want to be in the relationship anymore. And what about when women pull something like this? Is it okay because it's a woman and not a man? Are we going to make this illegal for both? Or are we just going to keep piling on these double standards and then pretend they don't exist? Men like this often are very resourceful. So yeah, in the moment, it can be a little stressful. This man will be able to figure out anything when anything goes wrong. For those of you women who like to play games while dating, you realize you're wasting your own time, right? Are you planning on keeping that up for the next 20, 30, 40 years? You're gonna marry the guy and just keep playing games? I mean, eventually that's gonna get exhausting for you. And not to mention him too, but... And you end up wasting your own time because eventually the real you is going to come out and he's going to see it, and then he'll decide if he wants to continue dating you because of it. So you're better off just being yourself from the start and not playing these weird games. Because then if he's not right for you or if he doesn't like the real you, he can go about his business and you can find somebody else. Plus, half the time these games don't have the intended effect. The man's just sitting there confused on why you're acting weird. You're doing things that make no sense. He's not getting that underlying message that you're trying to convey because men and women do think differently. Also, some of the guys who will be willing to play games with you and go along with it might be toxic themselves. But when you're honest and authentic, you attract other honest and authentic men into your life. So the quality of your matches will be better.
You thought your soulmate was the guy who plays video games every single night? The gamer?
Yeah, that type of guy is right for a lot of women. I mean, he could be out bar hopping with friends. I mean, there's other activities that some women may consider worse. If playing some video games is how he unwinds after a day of work, what's the issue?
Another thing that should be illegal for men to do is show interest first, pursue the fuck out of you, and then ghost you. Jail!
So it should be illegal for a man to change his mind on something? I mean, I guess if he starts pursuing you, he has to pursue you for the rest of his life. I mean, I have an easy solution to all of this, though. Women just pursue men. The men don't have to do it. I love this. The thing is, though, I don't have time to date somebody like this. If I have to check on you, I'm not gonna date you. A lot of people go into relationships thinking that they need to babysit their partner. Why don't you just date someone you can fully trust so you don't have to sit there and babysit? I mean, it's more efficient. You bring up a concern that you have, and then all of a sudden they're the victim. Instead of admitting any fault in what they did, they somehow find a way to make it your fault and that you did something to them. You may ask them questions or try to get to the root of it because of what they're accusing you of, but they'll probably be vague and not be able to give you any answers. Because the reality is, they just don't want to admit their guilt in that. I dated someone who did this constantly, and the thing is, nothing ever got resolved. We would have the same argument over and over again. I would try to address his concerns so my needs could eventually be met, and it never worked. Because he could never give me specific examples or give me suggestions on how I can make things better. Our standards and expectations of other people are way too high and too low for ourselves. We give ourselves way too much credit, and we often give the other person less credit. This is one of the reasons why dating is so difficult. You often get what you're capable of giving, and you may think your contribution is a lot, but you're probably not being realistic.
You said you'd be there for me if I needed you. Girl, I...
There.